Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie, you steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
What's up, guys? Joe from the Bump Boys here, and today we're doing a really quick review of the Smackdown for April 15th, 2022. Now, let's get right on into it. This Smackdown was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good, from my opinion. We open up with RK-Bro on the scene. You know, they come out, they confront the Usos, or they come out and the Usos confront them. At one point, we have a verbal back and forth. You know, when Randy's on the mic, Randy's living the best life. Riddle's always a comedic act, so he's always fun to have. And the Usos are always bringing that energy. So, overall, I think that was a great segment. Really nice how it was done. You know, eventually the Usos do overpower them while they are posing. And that does set up the Unification match for WrestleMania Backlash, which will be a great match. I think this match ultimately should be the match that closes out the show. I think it would be a great position for this match. Or for that card, I think it would be a great opportunity. This will set up Riddle versus Orton later on. But, you know, while I'm at it, let me just get into that. Riddle versus, I think it was Jay, right? I think it was Jay, maybe Jimmy. No, it was Jimmy Uso, because Jay Uso didn't fight. Overall, I think this was a great match. Jimmy, Jay, Randy, the whole tag team division is looking pretty strong. I don't know if it's, you know, Cody coming in, giving them advice, giving them tips. But overall, the tag team division is looking pretty strong. They don't have enough tag teams on their roster, in my opinion, to make everything seem worthwhile. But I do think, you know, having one tag title will be healthy for the division. Ultimately, Riddle does win. He hits a crazy RKO, and it gets to the point where Randy rushes the ring, and like the ref is like, "Yeah, what are you doing? Chill out. 1, 2, 3." But Riddle, you know, getting popped up into the RKO was just beautiful. So, you know, the Usos stood tall on Raw. Riddle and Orton stand tall on SmackDown. So it's going to be a banger of a match in my book. The other match that we had tonight was the Intercontinental title match. Jinder Mahal versus Ricochet. I think this is a good challenge for him. I enjoyed this match. You know, I am a fan of Jinder. I think he is someone who does deserve a title opportunity for him to get pushed. You know, he is a former WWE champion, and I don't want that to be overshadowed. You know, he was a main event player, so let's keep building main event players. But overall, I thought this was a great match. Ricochet won in a very convincing way, very clean. Hit the shooting star press, beautiful, and Ricochet retains. You know, we're getting Ricochet built up for a very strong IC run, and I think it's looking good. One of the matches I was not a fan of was the Drew McIntyre segment with Sami Zayn. This match seems like it's just not there for me. It's on paper, it should look good, but when you see they keep repeating the same thing over and over, it's filler. In my eyes, it's filler. And the fact that, you know, Sammy keeps escaping, it's getting kind of annoying. So, you know, either they're going to have a steel cage match or false count anywhere, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this one. But, you know, I do enjoy Sammy, though. Sorry about that. We do have Gulak throughout the show. He's interviewing people. You know, first it's Madcap Moss and Corbin about their split. Next it's Charlotte Flair and her tapping out at the WrestleMania, and us getting an I Quit match for WrestleMania Backlash. She got herself a submission master, and just starts talking hella shit to the crowd, to Drew Gulak, to the point where she chop blocks him and hits him with the figure eight, and this man screaming, and she just smacked him in the face. You know, Charlotte always looks strong, and I feel like, Charlotte, um, I don't know. I think Charlotte might get this feud. She might win it. How she's gonna do it, I think maybe you pull something like Roman, bringing in Jimmy when he was fighting Jay. I'm not too sure, but I can see Ronda getting the title that way. The match just suit her, but we've always seen matches where that's not the case. But overall, I think I'm slowly looking forward to this match. Little by little, this match is getting better, and I think it's gonna be a really decent match. I think it might be better than their original WrestleMania match, in my opinion. We had Rhea Ripley defeating Naomi. Nice long match. Overall, I think Rhea did look strong. Naomi took a lot of bumps in this one, but ultimately she did fall. But I think, it does add a little bit more to the storyline here and there with Naomi and Charlotte not knowing whether they're going to be able to defeat Liv and Rhea. Rhea and Liv, now moving along heavily and stuff like that. I think that's great. But overall, I think, SmackDown, if you had to watch it, I enjoyed it. We also had a squash match with Madcap and Humberto. So that was that. But ultimately, I think the match was overall pretty good. The show was pretty decent. Again, I wasn't a fan of the Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, but I know they're going to build up to something else. I just don't want to see Drew, running through people just so he can be a contender for the title. But the question is now, if it is Shinsuke, is it Shinsuke and Roman? Or are we getting set up for a potential Drew and Roman feud? Like, what's going on with that? I'm not sure. 2 weeks out, we still don't really know much about Roman and his opponent. If it is Shinsuke, it's not too bad of a feud to start off with. I feel like we had that earlier in the year, but it wouldn't hurt to run that back. But then again, I do think there's other competitors who do deserve an opportunity. So that was my quick review of the WWE SmackDown for April 15th, 2022. Let me know what you thought about it. This is Joe from the Bump Boys, signing out.
Must bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang!